All right, wonderful people, welcome back to this wonderful channel where we'll bring you back-to-back updates and information as they hot. In case you have not joined our social media handle, what are you waiting for? Kindly go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, share, and also remember to on your notification button so that whenever our news drop, you go be the first. We'll collect them. Let's go down to the news proper as they hot. You don't share it as it be. Human rights lawyer asked Tinubu to immediately release the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Yes, a lot of people thought that what concerns Kanu has been forgotten, but there is what is called the cry of the righteous, the heart of the righteous. When the cry of the righteous is awoken, it moves to touch other hearts, other good people, people who have good intention. And as you can see, human rights lawyers have come out demanding that the government of Bola Ahmed Tinubu should release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu with immediate effect. Yes, somebody might say, yes, it was not in my jurisdiction, it was not in my tenure that Kanu was detained. But now he is the president, the power, the veto has been handed over to him, and nobody will still be blaming Muhammadu Buhari. The blame now will be on Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Let's go down to the full detail of the information. Human rights lawyer Uche Onyagocha has called on President Bola Tinubu to immediately and unconditionally release the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Onyagocha, a former federal lawmaker from Imo State, made the call in a statement made available to Sahara reporters on Tuesday titled President Bola Tinubu Free Nnamdi Kanu Unconditionally Now. He accused President Tinubu of using the case of unlawful and malicious detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as a pawn on a chessboard, adding that this is time for him to free Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally. He warned that Kanu's continued and unlawful detention was an affront on all Ndigbo and all lovers of freedom, regretting that Tinubu's attitude towards Ndigbo and most Nigerians since he got into power had been most conceding. Every aspect of your government manifests greed, criminality, and clueless, Onyagocha said. President Tinubu, I write on behalf of the silent majority of Ndigbo and lovers of freedom in Nigeria. Some of us worked hard to build the APC with you to bring about positive change in the country, but you and President Buhari turned the APC to a weapon of oppression and looting of the people's wealth, he stated. Arising from your dispute election against Peter Obi and Atiku Abubakar, you have related with Ndigbo and most Nigerians as if we are a conquered people. Mr. President, be it known to you that neither Ndigbo nor any ethnic group has been conquered by you. We are free men and women, and we will resist you and your agents of subjugation. You have used the case of the unlawful and malicious detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as a pawn on a chessboard. This is time for you to free Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally. Your continued and unlawful detention of Mazi Kanu is an affront on all Ndigbo and all lovers of freedom. Mr. President, please be reminded that all those who have a hand in the kidnap, arrest, unlawful rendition, malicious prosecution, and illegal detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu starting from President Ruto of Kenya have been put to shame. Take every step necessary to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally. This one is coming from the former lawmaker coming from Imo State, Uche Onyagocha. Ukonda Uche Onyagocha Kenedalamo Nwokike. It is not easy for a statesman to come out and speak the truth. And if you decide not to speak the truth, you die with the truth. You know, look at what just happened. At the first time when Kanu was extraordinary rendition from Kenya to Nigeria and incarcerated into the DSS detention starting from 2021 till date, that happened on July 2021. The Igbo statesman then Obiozo, later on Emmanuel Iwanyanwu, people like Ifeanyi Ubadem, they refuse to come out to speak for their brother. They refuse to come out to speak for their brother, to talk about him. Later on, Iwanyanwu took over office. He became the President General of Ohanezendigbo. They started their plans, how they are going to, make sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes out of the DSS detention. Even the present governor of Anambra State, they started making plans. They started using Kanu to chase clout, to bring Ndigbo closer to them. And at every point, at every time, at every junction, what these people do is to come to social media and tell the people how we have been fighting for Kanu, we are trying to meet the presidency, we are doing this. Then I was asking, the president of ohanezendigbo Iwanyanwu, as the president of ohanezendigbo, you have the right to meet the president face to face. It's not even about writing letter to the president or sending a memo to the president. You have the right as president of ohanezendigbo to go and meet the president face to face. It is your right, because these are the people you are representing. As a president of ohanezendigbo, you are just like a president to Ndigbo. So, but these Igbo leaders, I don't know whether they are doing it out of guile. I want the too much. I don't know whether they are doing it out of guile, or maybe they are just doing it because they want to do it, or maybe it's because of the money. They don't want to speak about the sitting government because of one business or the other that they have. But the question is now, where is Emmanuel Iwanyanwu? Where is Ifeanyi Uba? Where are these people? They are nowhere to be found. They are gone and forgotten. Now, Uhuru of Kenya is now suffering his own shame too. Ruto of Kenya, President Ruto of Kenya, in whose tenure this thing happened, in your government, in your tenure, you were there, people came into your country and extraordinary renditioned a man who came into your country with another passport. They whisked the man away from your country, and when you were asked, your country could not give any account, but everybody knew that the last place Mazi Nnamdi Kanu landed was in Kenya. After 8 years, 8 days, Kanu was nowhere to be found until he was found, and he was able to explain what had happened to him after he was beaten, battered, broken. Now, and I am asking, what type of government are these African leaders operating? The government that makes sure that the people are suppressed, the government that makes sure that the people does not have the right to exercise their franchise rights, that people does not have the right to exercise their political rights. Yes, they told us that your voter's card is your power, but you see them buying themselves into power. They bought themselves into power. Now in Kenya, there is protest. Now in Nigeria, there is protest. And what is the modus operandi? What is the cause of the protest? It is because the people are angry. There is hunger, there is starvation, there is scarcity of wealth, scarcity of food, scarcity of all forms of social amenities, which is supposed to be the first work of the government. Now, my question is, what is even the work of the government? Of course, you know that we have the government as a mercenary and we have the government as a body. I'm talking about the mercenaries that run the government. What is their work? These people earn their salaries in millions. They just come to the House of Senate, deliberate, do this, deliberate, they earn in millions. But after the deliberation, after cutting out the budget for the year, the question is, what is this budget being used for? That's the question you will ask yourself. Sometimes you should ask yourself, as a citizen in Nigeria, what has the government actually done for you? Your parents paid your school fees from primary to university, or somehow maybe your parents don't have, you are the one that sponsored yourself and you graduated. And after that, after graduating with your own money, you go and work for the government. Upon working for the government, they still will not pay you your full salary. It is still this same government that will deduct a particular amount from your salary as your gratuity or your pension. And when it's time for this pension to be paid, it will not be paid to you. It is not even that you are begging the government for money. This is the money you worked out for yourself. And the government was saving it for you for 35 years. And it is believed that when you finish from office, you are going to be using this money, taking some part of it every month to be taking care of yourself. But that has not happened in this nation. The politicians, they come with their pot belly. They come with their self-aggrandizement, making sure that the nation's wealth is looted. The present senators, each of them have a car worth 240 million, Land Cruiser. The question is, what about the old cars that other senators used? Or is it that if a senator, they buy a car for a senator, that car automatically becomes the senator's own? Is it not a national property? These are some of the questions we should be asking ourselves in the present government that we found ourselves in this nation. And that is why these people will make sure that people like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is totally silenced, because they don't want to hear the truth. They don't want to hear the truth. They don't want to hear the truth. These leaders does not want to hear the truth. Meanwhile, on the ongoing protest as it is, police have arrested, they say police have arrested foreigners sponsoring protesters flying Russian flag in Kanu. They say na foreigners, now then they sponsor the protests that people are using Russian flag to protest in Kanu. And I say, wow, 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 wow. Because the protest is going, and these people are saying Putin is coming. Vladimir Putin is coming. Putin, help Nigeria. And you are telling me that that foreigners are the ones who are involved. Oh my God. Sometimes these people tend to use our brain. Oh. A foreigner came into Nigeria and he's doing all these things. This foreigner, does he have papers? Has he acquired a citizenship card? Has he paid his taxes as a foreigner? Of course, you know that first of all, if you land into a nation, there are some legal processes you will pass before becoming a citizen, to even have a bank account to operate in that nation. I don't know if that works in Nigeria. Meanwhile, as it be, the Kano Police Command says its operatives have arrested several foreign nationals suspected to be sponsors of the end-bad government protest in the state. Salman Dogo, the police commissioner in Kano, spoke on Tuesday after a meeting with Abba Yusuf, the governor of the state. Protesters started waving foreign flags in Kano on August 1st, the first day of the protest. The protesters waved Russian flag and called on President Vladimir Putin to intervene in Nigeria. This trend spread to Jos, Kaduna, and Abuja, where protesters trooped to the street with Russian flags. Dogo said development raised concern among security agencies, leading them to arrest the foreign suspects after intensified operation. The police and other security agencies will clamp down on anyone attempting to tamper with the security of the state, Dogo said. The police commissioner said authorities are taking necessary steps to ensure peace and order to returns in the state, adding that the governor has also relaxed the 24 hours curfew to now run from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Christopher Musa, Chief of Defense Staff, CDS, had warned that it is a treasonable offense for end-bad government protesters to fly foreign flags in the country. The CDS assured that security agencies will continue to defend the nation's democracy. My people now don't see as it happen for that matter. Katawos, everywhere, cat, dog, and everywhere. Meanwhile, welcome back. If this is your first time of joining us on this wonderful channel, kindly go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, share, and also remember to all your notification buttons so that whenever our news drop, you'll be the first we'll collect them. Thank you for listening. God bless you.